Ji Rabio, how you doing?
Very well, very well. How are you?
All good, all good. Back again the second time Insta Live.
I know. It seems like only yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So warm welcome once again.
Yeah.
ते लगदा काम तो होनी वेले होए लगदा.
No. I was just having dinner, and I
Achha.
just have to quickly finish up, wash my hands and stuff, so I don't give you COVID down the phone or anything like that. And and then here we are.
Fantastic, fantastic. So warm welcome once again on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
So congratulations on your brand new track, man. Sochi na.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Fantastic tune, man. Fantastic. You got a different vibe there now.
Yeah. Gone for the old garage throwback thing. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Might be before your time.
Yeah.
How old are you now, Raman?
Me?
Yeah.
तो ये आप ही अंदाजा ला लो.
Let me think. You must be what, 25?
A bit more.
27, 28?
Nearly.
Are you 30?
I'm 30, yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah,
so you know,
30.
so basically, okay,
Yeah.
so that's fine. So you're 30. So you know what garage is then, right? Just double check.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the garage vibe back in the 2000s, it was massive.
Yeah, ठीक है. Yeah, कई जड़े अपने जड़े youngster हैं, उन्हें समझाना पड़ता कि garage है क्या है ना. So obviously, you know.
Biल्कुल.
Yeah, ठीक है.
Well, majority of people, they consider garage to take your car for MOT or something. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got a garage vibe on this one, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've heard the rest of the tunes. This is a different vibe. Fantastic video.
Thank you.
And you're working with Surinder Rattan as well. I mean, tell us a bit about this track.
Yeah, so to be honest with you, I've been a lifelong fan of Surinder Rattan, and you know, he's you know, one of the pioneers of Punjabi garage music. You know, with when he came out with the track "The Lick." Oh, gall mukki na sajjan naal meri. Gall mukki na sajjan naal meri. One of my favorite songs, you know, garage songs.
Oh yeah, banging tune.
And so you know, that was I was probably in school then or college then when that came out, 98, 99 or something like that. And then obviously when Punjabi music in the UK was at its height, you know, a lot of that is to do with the, you know, riding on the back of the garage wave. You know, you got all of you know, all the people from your part of the country, the north of England, you know, likes of RDB, Sahara, Surinder Rattan, all these guys are just smashing garage tune after garage tune. And then you got, you know, MC Tricks, and these are the kind of garage MCs, you know, busting out bars over it. It was, you know, there's a big club hype around Punjabi music around that time. So really, sometimes we forget that, but one of the things which really, you know, gave Punjabi music a boost in this country was garage. You know, so I did another track with the Surinder Rattan, Kudi Si Patola, also known as New Direction, and we wanted to do a follow-up track. And I thought, look, you know, Surinder Rattan, you know, he's so well known for his garage. Okay, let's do a garage track. You know, I think I suspected it. I had in the back of my mind the idea that there probably still will be an appetite for garage, and that people in this country, specifically in the UK, you know, will want to hear some garage. You know. And so I thought, you know, let's do a garage track. When you do a garage song, it's got to be simple lyrics. It's got to be, you know, an easy song, easy tune to fit over that that club. The track's actually a good couple of years old. We made the track, and then I got distracted going to Mumbai and doing stuff with Harry Nand and stuff like that. So it's a good couple of years old, and I never got round to making a video for it. You know, so it was only more recently that I actually got around to actually shooting the video for it. And yeah, great response. You know, people are obviously, you know, reminiscing about garage times. The specific genre he's made is he keeps telling me to tell everyone, make sure you tell everyone it's future garage. It's not old school garage. It's future garage. So always tells make sure that it's you know, it's future garage. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a club tune, and getting a great response from it. So yeah, I'm really happy.
It has been a while though since we've actually heard a garage tune. You know, it's been like, you know, it's kind of got filtered away in a way. You know.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I think there was just so much garage coming out that probably, you know, people wanted to change from it. You know, I think there was garage was doing really, really well. Every single Ghana that was coming out was garage, you know, for a while, and then I think people must have either just got bored of it or just heard too much, and that happens quite a lot with music. That, you know, you hear too much of a good thing, and then people just have to just move on and take a break from it. But the interesting
But
thing
do you
about
think? But do you think that, you know, you brought something back here with a garage beat? Do you think now other producers may look up to this track and attempt to bring garage back in the music scene again?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, look, we're now in an industry where things are moving at 100 miles an hour. You know, people are trying to be competitive and trying to, you know, put a new spin on their music or something like that. You know, we've got some characteristics in the Punjabi community, not just the Punjabi community, but also in the Indian community, where we find one thing and we just rinse that thing out. Until you rinse that one thing out until you want to puke, and then finally you need to come in, you know. And if you try anything different when that bandwagon is taking place and everyone says, "No, paji, ye gana thoda chalna nahi hai, ye aajkal nikalda hai, ye trend nahi hai," and all this and that. But so we've got a tendency to rinse things out. So, you know, for me, you know, you know, if I wanted to, I know exactly what the current Punjabi sound is. You know, you only listen to Karan Aujla, Sidhu Moosewala, you know, or somebody like that, and they will listen to their songs and they will tell you what the current trend is. I could do every song like that, but I find it a bit boring. You know, I like to switch it up and switch genres on a regular basis and make each song different if possible. So will other producers make garage? I know Manny Sandhu did a track with who was it with? Was it Bakshi Bidla and Nama Sandhu? I think a year ago, garage song. That was a really good song. I made my song before that. You know, a year or two before that, but obviously I didn't release it till a couple of years later. But you know, when that song came out, that was you know, very good, very pleasing to the ear. You know, hearing that, and I'd be happy to make more garage because I like the music. You know, I always have.
Well, we've seen the experimentation in your music. I mean, starting from, you know, when you started your music, you know, coming in the music scene. I mean, throughout this year as well.
Yeah.
You've shown a lot of variation of sounds and, you know, different music and different, you know, everything.
Yeah.
That's what I like about your stuff, because it kind of, you know, you see a different side of Subaig Singh in every song.
Yeah.
I mean, here we see you dressed up very retro and very colorful, and, you know, and in the actual groove, you know.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, well, yeah.
So tell us about the video as well. I mean, how fun was it actually shooting the video?
Yeah, it was a good laugh. You know, I love video shoots. You know, you get to dress up and you know, put on the costume. As you can see, this is how I normally dress, all scruffy, wearing a pocket and a sport. This is the real me. People who know me know that this is the real me. You know, scruffy t-shirt, shorts. You know, normally with hand wraps and boxing gloves or something like that. And this is how I roll most of the time. So when I do a video shoot or I do a performance, then I make an effort, dress up. So that's always cool. Going out, doing the shopping, getting the outfit. You know, and you know, I'm working with a stylist now to, you know, try and style me up and swag me out a little bit, which is good fun. So we end up going to central London, buying the copy for it and stuff like that. And then you know, the day before we have a rehearsal with the dancers and stuff, and then we go in there and we shoot it, and it's always fun. You know, I love it when the camera turns on and I just get to do my thing and perform my song. You know, and basically when you perform your song, you know, the words that you're singing, the words that are coming out of your mouth, you're backing that up with the physical visual performance. You know, and that's where the magic happens. You know, bringing those two components together.
Absolutely, fantastic. I mean, you know, I mean, when you watch the video, it's a fresh. I mean, the most interesting thing I like about your videos and stuff is that the clarity.
Mm-hmm.
The clarity side of things, you can see every detail of, like, even the set, the people behind you, yourself, and it's proper hard work putting your songs.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's to do with that. You know, I can't take any credit for that. That's to do with the team that I'm working with. You know, I've worked with. It's hard to find good video directors in the UK, and you know, the good ones are normally Jord as well. You know, so it's hard to find a good UK video director that's good, but it's also not a Jord. You know,
Absolutely.
so you know, the team I'm working with now, Drop Monster. There's a chap from Huddersfield, Nelson Khalsa, who used to manage Gupsi Ojla back in the day. And when I used to do MMA fighting, he used to manage me when I was fighting for a little while as well. So I know him well.
Wow.
You know, he's involved with Dharam Seva Records and stuff like that. So
Fantastic.
the last 3-4 videos, you know, he shot them for me, and yeah, really happy with the quality of the work. So I can't take any credit for the quality of the video. I guess you know, there is teamwork involved. So you know, we're involved every step of the way in terms of storyboarding, asking what we want and stuff like that. But you know, in terms of the visual aspect that you mentioned, the clarity, the lighting, those are all technical aspects, and you know, you've got to put that down to the you know, the quality of the director and the lighting team and the color grading.
Fantastic teamwork. Fantastic
Yeah.
teamwork. I mean, pat on the back there. I mean, coming back to your, you mentioned about the MMA fighting. I mean, you know, those who know you, they've known you from, you know, the days when you were fighting and, you know, the MMA stuff.
Yeah.
And recently, with all this Kassan thing what's happening, I mean, it's quite amazing the fact that Delhi Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee actually posted your clip from back then, because now at the moment, everyone's in an energetic mood, right? How's that?
That's very politely put. Very politely put. Very energetic.
So tell us about that feeling now. I mean, them actually posting a video of yourself of a fight what was done back so many years. I mean, how was that feeling to see it once again on Facebook?
Listen, you know, for somebody like me, I'm in the entertainment game. You know, so for me, you know, if I'm in the limelight or you know something of mine goes viral, you know, even if it's 10 years old or 20 years old, you know, it's good for me. You know, so the fact that it was shared, you know, it was interesting that it was shared when it was shared, and you know the reasons for which it was shared. I don't know. You know, I wouldn't really comment on that. But the fact is, it was shared, and it went viral, and you know, people who weren't aware of my background, fighting background, now are aware. So it's good for me. You know, I was very proud of what I did. You know, and I guess it was nice to get some love and appreciation for stuff that I used to do.
Absolutely. I mean, I was reading the comments as well, and it seems like a lot of people are inspired from you. So they want to build a lot of muscles and, you know, grow a long beard as well, a bushy beard, right? Back in the day style, you know.
Yeah.
Have you ever actually thought of going back into MMA fighting, or you just want to quit that and, you know, just concentrate on your music? Have you ever thought of going back, doing fights and stuff?
For me, training martial arts is a way of life for me. You know, I train every day, and you know, I always stay in shape. I'm always training. You know, so for me, martial arts is more than, you know, fighting or being in a ring. It's just a way of life. It's a way of me staying young, being able to defend myself, being confident. You know, it's what I know. I don't have any plans to go into professional fighting. You know, but would I fight again? Yeah, if the opportunity came, I'd do it. Might fight next year. I always say this: it's quite difficult to do it when you're doing music and doctorate at the same time. To find the appropriate time to train for a fight as well. Would I do it? Yes. You know, it's not my priority. It's kind of lower down my list of priorities. But you know, it wouldn't take much for me to get back in the ring. You know, I certainly haven't lost it. You know, I would need to put, I would need to focus my efforts in that direction. And if I ended up focusing my efforts in that direction, it would take it away from what I'm prioritizing at the minute, which is singing. You know.
Absolutely. And also mentioning, I've noticed you like chopping water bottles as well. You know, with a sharp edge knife. You know, I've noticed that. You know, that was a very interesting way how you put it together. First, you sliced that piece of paper, right? And suddenly you attack that water bottle very badly, very brutally, I would say.
Yeah, well, you know, you know, part of martial arts and stuff. You know, I'm into weapon-based martial arts. Shastras, you know, and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
You know, I've got a collection of all kinds of swords and stuff like that, and I like to sharpen them and I like to test them out. So that was just me showing off my new my new blade that I had. You know, I thought let's put this on Instagram and show it. It was good though, wasn't it? Sharp, very sharp.
Oh yeah, very sharp, very sharp. It was very
slicing through the paper, and then you know the way it went through the water bottle, it shocked me. Like it sliced through the water bottle, and then the top part just fell like just balanced on top. It was kind of mad. It was kind of I didn't plan for the video to look as good as it did.
It was mega good. It was mega good. Because you know that when you actually watch it, them sort of clips on, you know, you feel like watching it on repeat, you know.
Yeah.
And I actually literally did that. I was at work at the point when that got uploaded, right? And I was sat there, my God, I thought, hang on, rewind this again. What is he doing there?
Yeah.
Right? And slowly chop that piece of paper. And gradually, you smash it right under the bottle of water. I mean, that is just classic. That is just classic.
Are you into that kind of thing? Are you into like weapons and stuff like that at all, or is it?
I used to be.
Yeah.
I used to be.
Yeah.
You know, before I used to be like, you know, looking up to, you know, like the. I've got a friend of mine, family friend down in Sheffield.
Yeah.
And he actually collects, you know, the samurai kind of long ones. Them ones, you know, he actually got them from China. So what he's done is in his bedroom, he's made like a shelf. He's got a stand there, and he's got Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's, you know, painting on there. You know, you know, I've noticed that there's a lot of people out there who actually have this kind of thing of collecting things. You know, like although they don't know how to use it, but collecting things. And he's got like a massive collection. Of different sizes. You know. But I mean, it's something what I used to have an interest in.
You
know, something.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Collecting is enjoyable, but actually sharpening them up, taking them out into the garden and cutting stuff with it is a really good laugh. You need to, you know, as long as you do it safely and stuff like that. But you can get, there's various things that you can practice on. You can get beach mats, you can get rolled up newspapers, you can get cardboard mail tubes, and stuff like that, and balance them, and you can have a lot of fun in the garden with it. It's you know, as long as you're safe with it, you know, it's quite a good hobby. Backyard cutting is called. You know, it's rather than having all these swords and just sitting there and looking at them. You know, why not just have a bit, you know, take the hobby a bit further and have a bit of fun.
Absolutely. Should be. Like, you have to try things. I always say, you know, experiment things, what you like and, you know, what you want to learn. But now coming back to your songs, right, you've had a massive year this year. You know, you had great tracks coming this year, right? We're towards the end of the year now. Who actually does all your fashion stuff now? Tell me a bit about your, you know, your clothing stuff, what you got in the new track as well. I mean, it's something different.
Yeah. Well, I've got a professional stylist on board. I don't want to give it away.
You don't need to.
Or give away my secret weapons and stuff like that. But yeah, I've got. You know, it's for a lot of the music videos that I've shot in India. They, you know, you always get somebody on board there. To take care of the fashion side of stuff, because composition is really, really important in a music video. You know, what you're wearing has to go with the background, you know, and that has to go with what the extras are wearing and the supporting cast are wearing. If you've got a female, you know, a lead girl, or, you know, or whatever, then, you know, you need to be matching the colors and everything. All really need to go well with the surroundings. Some people, you can tell when people get it wrong, and people get it wrong a lot of the time. I think you'll know this because you're a visual guy. You do poster design, artwork, and stuff like that. So you've probably got a better eye than a lot of people, and you can probably notice when things are coordinated properly and stuff like that. You know, but you know, it makes a big difference. So when we make a music video, a big part of the process is creating a mood board. You know, so mood board is like reference pictures, how you're going to look, what kind of color schemes we're looking at. So you have like a palette on that, and in the same way, you have to look at your clothing and the colors that you're wearing and how that, you know, works with the composition of the palette, and how that all ties in with your mood board and stuff like that. So it's really interesting stuff. And you know, I think for me, it's one of the best investments that I've made. You know, is to get a professional in, and you know, help me with styling and stuff like that. I
think there's not many. I mean, down here, especially like in the UK, we talk about the music scene down here. I don't think there's as many artists out there would go to that extreme of actually, you know, doing it in that way, you know, in that kind of process.
Maybe they've just got it as it is. You know, the thing is, I'm not. Well, it's a bit of a funny one with me. Like, I am into clothes, but I'm not into clothes. Like you know, some people are really into their clothes, into their labels, and they're into fashion and stuff like that. With me,
the brands and stuff.
Brands, yeah, and all that kind of stuff. With me, it's just like I really don't care, but I do care because I want to look good in my music videos. I want to look good on stage.
Absolutely.
And when I want to look good, I guess, you know, then I do want to look good. But it's never really been like, you know, like my younger brother, for example, he's on point. You know, when I look at yourself, you're always immaculately presented all the time. My younger brother's a bit like you. You know, I don't know how long you spend on your bug every day, but my little brother spends a long time. You know, getting everything perfect. You know, all the time. You know, with me, I'm kind of a rough and ready guy. I'm just like to be in a tracksuit and a podcast and just you know.
Yeah.
But so for me, I guess I need the input. You know, I need an expert to come in you know, it's amazing because when you get a professional in, they will pick things for you that you wouldn't necessarily pick for yourself, and you would never even think of. You know, and sometimes when you look at something on the hanger and you think, try that on, and you look at it and you're thinking, mate, are you sure about this? This is like, I don't know about this, you know. And then when you try it on, and then you think, bloody hell, this is all right. I actually really like this. You know, it's amazing that you thought of this. And then couple that compounded with the background when you're watching replays of the video on the monitor and stuff like that, and you can see how what you're wearing works with the environment that you're in, with the palette, with the color palette that that is being used for the mood board and stuff like that. Then it really gels and makes sense, and you think, you know what, that's just amazing, you know. Because when it comes to selecting clothes, I always find it difficult to buy clothes and select clothes. I'm one of these people. I need to see the bigger picture. I need to see everything together. So like sometimes I'll go into a clothes shop and I'll see all the clothes on like a mannequin, and I'll see the whole outfit composed, and I say, yeah, I really like this outfit, the way it all works together. But I find it difficult to think 2-3 steps ahead by seeing individual items on hangers and thinking, okay, this would work with this, or, you know, I have to see it all together. And I guess people who are fashion designers, they've got that vision. They're 10 steps ahead, and they can see how everything's going to work out. You know, before you've even put it on. You know, so I've come to develop a newfound respect for people who are in that line of things.
Fantastic. I mean, you know, we're talking about the brands and clothing and stuff. I mean, currently, you know, when it comes down to Pacifica brands or shops, I mean, currently, where are you buying your clothing at the moment? Everywhere.
Anywhere, everywhere. Yeah, anywhere, everywhere. Yeah. I'm told that brands are very important for singers, you know. And again, I've always been a bit skeptical, you know, if they really matter that much or not. And I guess it depends on who you ask. But
I think, you know what it is, Rick, is like, you know, what I've noticed is that a lot of the people, you know, who actually follow certain artists, they always associate a clothing brand. Like if we rewind back a couple of years ago when, you know, even now he's big as well. If you talk about Jazzy B, for example, you know, there was a time when, you know, he was, you know, wearing a lot of Ed Hardy clothing. And a lot of his fans tend to buy that brand just because it associates him that, you know, he's always wearing that brand.
Madness.
You know? So it's madness. So it's total madness. So whatever an artist wears, it's a clear thing where people are inspired and want to wear that brand, you know?
Yeah. So maybe one day people will be walking around wearing blue jackets and banana yellow tracksuits and stuff like that.
Banana yellow tracksuits, yeah, absolutely. It's not a bad colour scheme, though.
Yeah. Well, it was very, you know, like I said, I liked it. It looked colourful to me, you know. So, yeah.
Look, you never know that one day some Hollywood producer might approach you and say that we're looking for a suitable face to act as the mask. All right. Yeah, with the yellow suit, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they're setting a trend, though. You know, you never know.
Yeah, well, you know, I love bright colours anyway. You know, so I don't take a lot of persuasion to wear bright colours. You know, when I do make an effort and dress up, you know, I'm quite happy to wear colourful clothing and colourful bugga and stuff like that. I've started to tone down my bug colours now a little bit and stick with more normal colours. Unless I'm wearing a bug like your style, you know, then I'll tend to go for bright colours and stuff like that. But yeah, look is important, man. What can you say? You know, when you're a performer, when you're an entertainer, I think we live in a very judgmental world. people judge you by your looks first and foremost.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So people will assess you and judge you, by your appearance. That's just a fact of life. Whether we choose to play by those rules or not is down to individual choice, or how much importance we as individuals want to choose it. But there's no denying it. There's no running away from it. Look is important, in any industry, and especially, for an entertainer.
I mean, currently, Subaig, with all the music scene and everything, who are you actually currently following when it comes down to, any artists from Punjab or anything like, who you're, looking up as an inspiration or whatever, Are there any artists at this present point who you're looking at, following at the moment, and, you're appreciating their kind of work, what they're doing,
Really good question. I've been so busy and just so I've had my head down. When you're just and you just keep your head down and you're just focusing on your own thing, you don't really have 360 vision as to who's doing what around you and stuff like that. You're basically just focusing on your own stuff. So it's a good question. I should probably think about it a bit more. But if I'm totally honest with you, right now I'm just making my own songs and just focusing on my own songs. And just doing my own things. There are lots of amazing singers out there, really talented artists we've got coming from Punjab and from the UK. Great singers, great actors, great performers, full package performers who are doing great stuff. From what I'm seeing. But honestly, I'm just focusing on my own thing.
But you ever thought of doing a collaboration by any chance in the future? Like, if there's certain artists you've always wanted to work with, or do like a duet song or collaboration, because duet songs seem to be one of those things what people look forward to when it comes to Punjabi music.
Yeah. Yes. It's just these things just seem hard to coordinate. One of the good things that for me is because I run my own record label. My mother's the director of it, Mahavir Records and stuff like that. I can work very, very fast, and I work independently. And if I like a song, I can release it. Basically,
Absolutely.
I'm in control of the admin side of things, the contractual side of things, the payment side of things. It's all in my hands. The more people that you start involving in a project, the harder it comes to actually get it off the ground. Sometimes you need a lot of patience, for these things to get everything right. You're talking about contracts, payments, choosing the right song, selecting the right song, selecting the right producer, PRS. Then on top of that, then afterwards, once you've actually got a recording out of somebody, then, shooting the video. If the artist is India based, well, you're going to go to India, you're going to bring them here. There's a lot of logistical issues, I think, which makes it more hard work. Now, some people seem to just take it in their stride. For me, I just think, would I like to do duets? Yeah, of course I would. I'd be happy to do duets and stuff like that. But just logistically, there's a lot of effort and a lot of hoops that you have to jump through to actually carry it out. And I guess that's probably why I've not done any, or not done many. I think I've done one with Roach Killer, but I've not done a lot because it's easier just for me to select a song, get the song made, and get the video shot.
That's it.
Without relying on anybody else or getting anybody else involved. That's not necessarily a good thing, because collaborations obviously work. There's obviously a lot of logic behind doing collaborations. People like hearing, particularly girl boy collaborate or male female duet. People like those collaborations. Make sense from a business point of view in terms of tapping into other fan bases and things like that. There's hype when people collaborate and stuff. So there's all the reasons to do collaborations are there. It's just logistically, and practically carrying off and having the time and the patience to actually see it through.
क्या बात है, वाह क्या बात है, Subaig Singh ji मान गए. Right. So, talking about 2021 now, what's the future? What's planned with Subaig Singh now? Have you got any interesting projects lined up? Are you planning on featuring yourself in a Punjabi film?
By the looks of things, the future of 2021 is Kisan Morche and COVID-19. By the look of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It looks like the music industry is finished. There'll be no music happening now for a long time, and no music video has been shot for a long time. So yeah, it doesn't look too great for singers or artists overall.
It maybe could be that one day we see you singing more motivational songs. You know, it would be very interesting to see you with a agenda in your hand and in a proper mood. You know, sada hak ethe rakh, you know.
Yeah, well, listen, if we're here to entertain the audiences, and whatever the audiences want to hear, it's our duty to fulfill their wishes. So as you know, I've created a variety of tracks, so I've got no issue. If people want to hear those kind of songs, then no issue at all. I'm happy to make them, and if that's where the public opinion and public mood is, I'm an entertainer, and I'll happy to cater for them. Not a problem. It just means कि बाकी ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੂਜੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਹੈਗੇ romantic type ਦੇ ਜਾਂ club type ਦੇ or those kind of things, I'm gonna have to put them on hold, to save myself from getting a whole load of gala.
Well, I'll tell you one thing though, because I've noticed this. I mean, everyone else must have noticed this, but now since this Kisan Morcha is happening, since the last 3 months now, I've noticed that although people are releasing normal songs what are not actually related to that, they're actually not getting heard as much. What people are looking forward for Kisan related stuff.
So what
I'm saying that from the sounds of it, I mean, from the looks of it, where this whole Kisan Morcha is happening for the last 3 months and stuff, a lot of people are like, even though there's producers out there releasing content which is irrelevant to the farmer stuff, people are not listening to that, but listening to more of the farmer stuff.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, of course they are. Yeah. That's it. Well, that's exactly what I was saying. Was with the when it comes to music, what happens in music, often the music is related to what happens in current affairs and what's happening culturally at that time and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And right now, the Punjabi community, the Sikh community, the whole attention is now on the rights of farmers. And the farmers campaign, so that's basically taking up the most space in most people's minds. So so really, people want to. That's what people want to hear songs about. About the struggles of the farmers of Punjab. Sikh struggles, things like that. People seem to have an aptitude for that. They'd rather watch that than Kokka Belida or something. So
absolutely.
If you come out,
absolutely.
If you come out with Kokka Belida and a nightclub song and dancing around with some kuri, you're going to get shit, aren't you? You're going to people saying,
apparently,
people are going to say, tenu sharam nahi aandi hegi, ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਆਏਗਾ ਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਆ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ, and I guess we as entertainers, as singers, we have to respect that, ultimately, because we're here to serve the audiences. And we're not here to antagonize the audiences by saying, we know you want to hear about Kisan stuff, but here you are, we're going to give you some Kokka Belida.
Oh man, what can we do, What can we do?
Yeah.
So, I mean, when it comes down to Subaig Singh with his doctory side of things, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a case like this where on the set someone's collapsed or something and you're bringing out your tools and everything and trying to fix them? What's happened to them, Has it ever happened on a set where you've had to show a bit of your doctory?
No, not on a film set. No, not on a film set.
Yeah. So you've been lucky on that one then.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've helped out people in other random things like sports injuries and martial arts clubs. Once toe came off, got ripped off.
Yeah.
There was outside the gym one time. There's a car accident I helped out in, but never on a shoot or anything like that.
You got featured in a TV serial this year, didn't you?
I did. Daesh. Yep.
Tell us a bit about that as well, because that's quite. I would say it's on another level. I would say it's actually very a proud thing seeing an artist from the UK punk rock scene.
Yeah. Thank you.
On that level, tell us a bit about that serial as well. How did that come to you? How did you, where it all started from?
Yeah, so Kulikor does my PR in the UK from UK Premier PR. She also runs a casting agency, UK Premier Casting. I done a fair bit of acting over the years. When I was at school, I auditioned for something called Central TV Drama Workshops. which is something that you have to audition for and become part of, where you attend these weekly drama classes basically, and then you get put forward for certain roles in kids TV programs and stuff. So I had a few, kids parts in Harry's Mad, Wolf, and stuff like that, which are kids TV programs. Did some theatre work. Was part of a play called Lost, which is about Jewish kids in the Holocaust. Then when I was in school, I was in theatre productions. I was in musicals, Annie the Musical. Did Shakespeare plays when I was at university. So, did drama, and stuff like that. Got put forward for an English film called Ask the Cheat, which is a UK.
Oh yes, Ask the Cheat. Yes, yes.
Should be coming out on Netflix pretty soon. And then again, through Kulikor and UK Premier PR, I got put forward for this role in a Bollywood movie, playing a Punjabi gangster, called Daesh. Very simple process. Basically, they put forward my picture. He liked the way I looked. He asked for a short audition, so he sent me a few lines from a script, which I recorded on my phone and sent to him. And he liked what I did, and I got the part. And I turned up and I did it. It was amazing, amazingly professional team. These Bollywood guys. I think there's different grades to Bollywood as well. This was very the way it was shot is very gritty, very European, British style filming with the lighting and stuff like that. Sound was on point. Sound was on point. Script was on point. Actors were all on point. The two scenes that I was in, each of them took a whole day to shoot, and they were very, very short scenes. So was
that shot in Mumbai or was it shot in the UK?
In the UK, yeah. One of those scenes.
In the UK.
One of those scenes was shot in. No, both of those scenes were shot in London, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Some of it was shot in Birmingham. My parts in it were very short. They were very brief, but they're very intense. And they were good for me in the sense that I got to show off a little bit of my acting. Especially the torture scene, it required some intense, convincing acting to take place. I was able to demonstrate some of that there. And the other part as well was also a very intense scene. I got really good feedback from it. The director was very happy. Bijoy Nambiar, award-winning Bollywood director, was very happy with what I did. And a lot of the other cast and team members were very complimentary. So, they really liked what I did, and I was honoured to have the opportunity. On the back of that, hopefully we should have quite a few more film parts coming up in 2021. Once COVID blows up. That kind of helps. Helps my portfolio and stuff as well. So.
Absolutely, fantastic. Because I'm quite amazed at the fact that you being a proper Sardar, what actually looks like, right? Sometimes when you come across Bollywood films, they always dress up, some random person as Sardar, but they don't achieve to have that look.
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised they actually took you on, the fact rather than having a different person, putting a fake beard on them. But it's glad the fact that they got someone original what actually looks like a Sardar,
Yeah, well, you know what it is. I think sometimes people can be quite harsh with Bollywood and stuff. I think and sometimes Bollywood do get it wrong as well. But remember, we're making such huge, big, sweeping generalizations here. There are quite a few Sardars who work in Bollywood. Pullar Saab, who's on set, he's obviously, famous, well-known, well-respected Bollywood actor. He's a Sardar. There are quite a few of them. I guess it's rare to find one who's in the main role as a hero. Obviously, Diljit's, done a little bit now to promote that a bit more. No issues at all. No, from my point of view, no big deal. I didn't encounter any strangeness or weirdness or anything like that. They wanted it was a Sardar character, so they wanted a Sardar to play the Sardar character, and that's what I turned up and did, and that's it. Job done.
Fantastic. You were locked on a chair as well, weren't you, in one of the scenes?
Yeah, I had my arms tied behind my back to a chair, which started to get pretty uncomfortable after a little while. The stuff you need to do to get that good shot, eh?
Absolutely. It was a quite interesting scene as well, and very real though. Very real acting. So I'll pat on the back on that one because it actually, when you watch that scene, you actually go into the scene, you can actually like feel. कि बंदा बने हैं बेचारा कुर्सी पे बुरा हाल होया. You know?
Well, that's why for me, I love acting. And when I'm given a character or I'm given a script, I just get into that. I just get into it. And I just become what I need to become, and make it real, and make it as convincing as possible. And that's one of the big sort of that's what gives me the biggest buzz about acting roles and stuff like that. So it's definitely something that I is within my capability, something that I can do, and I'm confident in my abilities in that sense. I've just not had a chance to showcase it as much as I'd like, but I think you'll be seeing a lot more of it, hopefully.
Fantastic. Because when I look at that scene as well, I mean, like for example, you got the role in that series, and script and the screenplay, everything. At that present point, when you actually read the script of your role, did you actually imagine of any other actor or something what you thought that that role might suit, or my dialogue delivery might suit like that as a fellow other actor has done or something? Have you actually looked up at any other actors as inspiration at the time, or?
No, not really. To be honest with you, those kind of thoughts don't go through my head. I just it's not what I think about when I look at a script. I just look at a script, try and work out what's going on, work out what I need to do, work out what I need to do, and then making some calculations in my brain as to what makes sense as to how I'm going to present this. Those are the only thoughts I have, to be honest. So it's a case of sometimes looking at a script, it's a bit confusing. When you first get a script, you don't really understand what's going on, because normally with movies, with movies, you don't get a full script, you only get your scene. When you're looking at it, it doesn't really make sense. So sometimes when you first get the script, it doesn't make sense, and then when you speak to the director and then you have a run through of it, and he tells you, right, this is the background, this is what's happened, and he tells you who your character is and why this has happened, why that happened. It's like, okay, now I get it. Now I understand how and why I need to present this. Otherwise it's just like meaningless words which don't make any sense.
Absolutely.
When you're first given a script and you read a scene, it doesn't have any context to it at all. There's the word hello, for example. Hello, how are you? There's probably 10 different ways you can say hello, how are you? Hello, how are you?
Absolutely.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, exactly.
There's like a million ways you can say that, and unless you've got that context, you don't know necessarily how it needs to be said for that particular scene.
Wow, kya baat hai. Fantastic, man, fantastic. I mean, I've got a couple of questions for you, right?
What?
Now, on the spot questions.
Oh dear.
So be prepared, right? Right. The first question: if you could be a member of any TV sitcom family, which would it be?
TV sitcom family.
If you was a member, if you could be a member, which would it be?
Kardashians.
Interesting. Kardashians. Wow. बड़ी ऊंची सोच है थोड़ी top level की सोच. वाह, क्या बात है. वाह जी वाह. Right. Right. Next one. When you're scrolling,
you expecting that answer, were you?
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Kardashians. Hi, way. कितने बगा ले लिया. It तो पता चलता, the track Sochi ना, right? इधर एक काम Sochi ना was. Oh man. Right. Next question.
Yeah.
When scrolling through social media, do you prefer posts from celebrities or from your best friends?
Best friends.
Best friends.
100%.
100%. Best friends होने चाहिए सब तो पहले, क्योंकि एक best friend सानू देख रहा है, गुरदीप कैंट. He's a very interesting artist as well, बड़ा अच्छा गायक है. अच्छा, so the next one.
Salute and sat sri akal to Gurdeep Kant Paji.
Absolutely, salutes to Allah, man. He, one thing I want to say, who are watching us, although there's like a limit of artists in the UK, there are some handful of good ones, right?
Oh,
some
gotcha.
new, fresh
yeah.
so कितने ना कितने सारी गड्डी फिर दोबारा train the gaddi track te aa rahi hai because we are actually doing some good music down here now.
Yeah, 100%. I've always thought that, there's a lot of unfortunately there's a lot of negativity, bitterness, and stuff like that. We've got some good stuff, man. Some really good stuff. And
oh yeah,
good artists,
big time. Yeah, man. So, okay, the next question I've got for you: if you could only speak one word today, what would you say? What could it be?
Hello.
Yes, hello. Interesting. Hello. Hello, Canada, Right, okay, next one. If you could lock up one person in a mental institution, who would it be?
Apart from myself. So I'm not allowed to give my own name. You, bro. I'd lock you up. I'd lock you up and throw away the key.
Oh, fantastic. Love you, man. Love you, bro, for that one. I need a break, though. I need the break. Right, okay. Right, okay. The next one. Okay. Do you do dance crazy when no one is looking?
No. I dance crazy when everyone's looking.
Especially on weddings, I would say.
Yeah, especially
reception parties.
Especially
on the dance floor.
Yeah. If there's nobody looking, I don't do anything. I just sit there. As soon as I've got an audience, those cameras turn on, or that audience is watching, then I come to life.
Talk about dancing though. Wedding receptions. You do come across certain people who go very, very wild on the dance floor. On the dance floor, dance. Any specific song you go crazy on? If any DJ plays a certain track, what track is it? What actually brings you on the dance floor?
There's loads. There are lots of songs, but I remember one which always used to get me was Captain Pangreda. Yeah. There are a few of them which when they go, it's like that's it. Haddeep Tekadini. You know what I mean? And Captain Pangreda was one. It's like when it comes on, you got to get up.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That was a mega tune though when it released. I remember it was on like every reception party.
Yeah.
On repeat.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But there are a few
fantastic
songs like that. I'm just drawing a bit of a blank. I'm trying to think of there's definitely Captain Pangreda. There's a few other ones where when that track comes on, Patiala Peg, I've got to say.
That's one track as well. Yeah, absolutely.
There are a few of them which you just go when it comes on and it hits you, think you sat there and you think I can't stay sitting down, man. I need to get up with this. Yeah, there's a few like that.
Well, you must. I mean, being an artist, you must analyze certain people on wedding parties and picking out dance moves which you would want to use in a music video. For example,
Yeah.
It must be so. Like even I remember I was talking to it was another artist I spoke to a while ago from India, and he actually was analyzing on a wedding where he actually picked out this Buzurg Baba dancing on the dance floor, and he picked out one dance move, and it came a signature move for it. In a music video, so it actually worked out for it.
The Baba should have copyrighted it and made him pay royalties.
Oh yeah, he should have.
Made him pay royalties.
He should have.
Every time he performed. No, don't tax me.
Right.
You gotta make up your own original moves. The moves which come from within the soul, man. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's what music is all about. I mean, right. I've got another one, right?
Go on.
This is the last question
I'm
gonna ask you, right? And hopefully it will be a tricky one.
Okay.
Right, okay. Would you rather look like a potato or feel like a potato?
Look like a potato.
Interesting. After when you eat like aloo wale samosa, aloo wale parathe,
Yeah. If I had to choose between looking and feeling, normally when you look like a potato, you feel like a potato.
Absolutely.
But I think how you feel on the inside is very important. So if you feel $1 million on the inside, who cares what you look like?
Absolutely. That's why you should be burning calories,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's what you do in your fitness,
That's
as
it.
we see in your
That's it.
clips. So fabulous. I mean, absolute pleasure once again to have you on Insta Live for the second time. You've broken all the records this year, man. Honestly, the second time I'm interviewing you on here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So absolute pleasure, and yes, I'm looking forward to your stuff next year. Now, I mean, wherever next year gets planned, however
Lots,
it will be, but we'll.
lots of music is ready. Lots of music is planned. It's just like I said, it's just about timing it right now and just seeing when is it appropriate and when is it okay to release anything.
Absolutely.
ready at the Ara, I've got enough stuff ready for back-to-back releases. And which is what I've been doing since September. I think I've released five songs this year, which is a lot of volume. And now it's just a case of seeing what happens in the wider political world and stuff like that. And I think Bajari, you got a feel for the singers and the artists. They couldn't do anything because of coronavirus. And then when coronavirus lifted, release because of what's happening politically and stuff as well. So people are stuck, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like we were discussing regarding, most like all the people who actually look up artists as inspirations, kite na kite, where all this Gassan things happening and stuff like that. I think, what I've noticed though, I've noticed one thing though, but we've managed to see artists' real side of them. Like they're not just actually focused on music; they see society as well. They look, what's happening around us, and they're aware of that. And it's kind of shown a different side of them as well, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like yourself, I mean, currently you're very dressed casually, and just the other side of Subaig Singh.
Yep.
So fantastic, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward for next year, man. Let's see what you release. We've had a good year of listening to Subaig Singh.
Yeah.
And you've ended it with a blast.
Yeah.
With a garage track.
Yeah.
Right. So big up to Surinder Rattan as well for the music, because we've always considered him as one of the pioneers of when it comes to garage music.
Yep. Yeah. Big up to Surinder Rattan. I've got. I'm working on more tracks with him as we speak. One's made, which is a really nice song as well. That I made with him, and he's making another one after that as well. As you know, I work very closely with Popsy.
Oh yes,
so
Popsy.
I've got songs with Popsy coming as well. More songs with Popsy. I've got a song coming with Deep Chandu and Karan Aujla as well.
Fantastic.
Tom Lowry, infamous Tom Lowry from Planet Studio. He's I've done a song with him. Lots of cool, interesting, different things. I got a song with Desi Crew as well. So I'm just there. I'm just want to release them more.
Wow, you are Babbar Shares have a pura tayara for 2021, man. Respects. Fantastic. Apne andaz naal na, I think we need to give a couple of shout outs who have been watching us as well. So I'm gonna respect them as well. If you want to go through the names, if you like, Paji, check out, who's watching us.
It's a long list, man. Huge list.
It's a long list.
Huge list. I didn't realize there's that many people watching.
Got a huge list there. Massive list. And it looks like to me that it's all from either Mumbai, right? From the hub of Bollywood films, right? Because it looks like utte mitna da jada na chalda utte.
Well, look, there's a long list, and I'll just say Sat Sri Akal to everybody.
Yeah, man.
And just say, look, thank you so much for watching, tuning in, and supporting. Please do give us a follow on social media and send us a message on there. I do try and reply to everyone. I think we've got a long list of people here. So thanks for listening to what I've got to say, and keep supporting.